Just gotta squeeze in here.
Yep.
All good?
All good.
All good. Excellent. I'm good too. Hey, good morning. It's Mornings with James, and boy, are we set to have some fun, get all dressed up, much like my wonderful interviewee this morning. Dione, thank you very much for coming back to the show.
Thanks
I appreciate
for having
that.
me.
You're looking fantastic today.
Thank you.
What's the special occasion?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It's just me every day.
We've got this this big bridal exposition coming up in a couple of weeks.
We do.
And what is your role in that?
Well, I'm the general manager of Once Upon a Bride. So my role in the big bridal expo is I put together the big fashion show. So
and of
coordinating
course,
all that.
Once Upon a Bride is what?
It is a big bridal shop here in Lethbridge that sells wedding gowns, bridesmaids' dresses. We do tuxedos, flower girls. If you can wear it to a wedding, we've got it.
You guys are right around the corner from us, aren't you?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, because you're just, here we are on 4th Avenue and 6th Street, and you guys are
We're on 6th Street.
in
312
the
Street.
6th Street
Yeah.
walking mall.
Yeah.
So right around the corner. So I really appreciate you coming in here. You do look, this color suits you really well.
Thank you.
That's great. It's a nice combination with the hair color and everything like that.
Thanks.
Excellent. So you guys are super busy getting geared up for the Diamonds Bridal Expo. Did I get the name right?
Diamonds Bridal Exhibition and Fashion Show.
Exhibition and fashion show. Okay. Fashion. So
Yeah.
what is the big trend now? A bride still wearing white? What's going on? Are they long gowns, short gowns?
I think right now I'd say there's less white and a lot more people wearing ivory,
Oh.
which is actually a much more complimentary tone on people's skin a lot of the times. Ivory's not the color it used to be years and years ago where it's that yellowy
Yeah.
gross. It's so soft and so beautiful now that I think most people are going more for the ivory dresses than for the pure white.
Gotcha.
And yeah, we're seeing a lot of, in bridesmaids gowns, a lot of that like boho chic, a little bit of a 70s inspiration, a lot of off-the-shoulder flowy, long chiffon.
So are they longer gowns or?
Yeah, especially in bridesmaids. It's kind of hard to find short ones at the moment.
Really?
A lot of long gowns, yeah.
Like for the bridesmaids as well?
Yeah.
Well, so everyone's going to have a big train as they kind of walk along.
Well, not quite a train, but it's definitely floor length.
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about the Bridal Expo and Fashion Show. Where is it? When do people get involved with it? How do brides register?
Yeah, you can register online now at Diamonds Bridal. Exact website, but if you Diamonds Bridal Show, if you look it up online, you can register for free online.
No, I've got to go in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so bad. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. So you can register for free online. The show is on September the 23rd at the exhibition, or at the NMAX Center. If you don't register beforehand, you can register at the door, so come on down. The show runs from 12 to 5. There's going to be tons of exhibitors
just open up
there.
the Facebook page. I'll share the link. It's on Facebook. It's really easy to find because it's just Diamonds Bridal Exposition Exhibition, I should say, and Fashion Show. Over 70 exhibitors. Free admission for all. Doors open at noon, as you said.
Yes.
Till 5, and 7 grand prize packages. What's that about?
All of the exhibitors that come into the show put in huge prizes, and all of the brides that come, you get this little passport that you go around to each of the tables and get everybody to initial off on, and once you've filled that out, you enter into the grand prize draws. And then for a week after the show, we do 7 grand prize draws, and it's thousands and thousands of dollars
Wow.
worth of prizes that you can win towards your wedding.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so, interesting thing. I know I was talking with Lee about this. Lee Ford, kind of a longtime friend, acquaintance, and the guy behind the scene.
The guy behind the scenes.
The guy behind the scene that kind of makes it all happen. And I, in years gone past when I DJ'd, I was always interested in going in the shows. I actually went in quite a few shows back in the day. And then with this one, as a hypnotist, as a health coach, and as a professional MC, I struggle with kind of packaging myself because I did a wedding this year to help a friend out, and it went fantastic. I took over the emceeing for it, which it's always nice. Uncle Bob comes in and does the emceeing and stuff like that. But sometimes it's nice to have that professional MC, and then I supplied the music, and I also did a roast of the head table before starting, which was really fun because I get a little bit of research, and then I just do this, 20-minute little monologue, and it just breaks the ice. It gets all the guests involved and everybody talking and stuff like that. But I struggle with kind of putting it all together so I fit in with your group. What kind of group do you have there? Like what kind of exhibitors do you have? And I know this. I know you've got a lot.
Everything.
Everything
Yeah.
from, because I know my friend Shad from Sound Barrier, he's there. Kerry Kish with Sounds Unlimited, he usually MCs it. Tom Hagee's usually in there with Pyramid Entertainment. We're just dropping names now. But then you've got the fitness clubs in there as well,
Absolutely.
right?
Fitness clubs. There's dance places that you can go and learn how to do a really awesome first dance if you want. There's flowers. There's decorators.
Photographers.
There's photographers. There's everything and anything you could think of to do with a wedding, and then stuff that can just assist outside of. So there's a lot of like those really awesome home-based businesses that a lot of people run that are great for your gifts or those kind of things that you can have for your wedding party or for
The big limousines are there as
the
well.
big limousines are there. Yeah, everything you can think of to put together a wedding, it's all under one roof. So it makes your shopping experience for a wedding a little bit easier, and sometimes it helps you think of things that you didn't know, because it's not like everybody gets married every day and you know exactly what it
Yeah.
takes to put together a wedding. So it's really great to come down to an event like this and help yourself kind of figure out and meet everybody under one roof. Save yourself time,
Yeah.
because in that 12 to 5 you can get so much done instead of running around on your days off work or trying to
Yeah.
find time to go meet with all of these
It's your, and
businesses.
now this is this the biggest one south of Calgary? One of the biggest ones?
I think it is the biggest one south of Calgary for sure. It's definitely huge.
Yeah, and so there's something special going on with the fashion show. Chippendale dancers, something like that. What have you got?
Well, not Chippendale dancers, but this year we are fortunate enough to be partnering with the Lethbridge Firefighters Association. And we're going to be
firefighters.
having some firefighters and some paramedics modeling tuxedos in our fashion show.
Not birthday suits, tuxedo.
No,
It is.
the
It's
actual
a family.
beautiful tuxedos that you can use. You can rent from our store for your own wedding.
Oh, so you guys not just wedding gowns, not just
we do
the wedding gowns.
tuxedos as well.
Tuxedos
Yeah.
as well. Okay, these are all very important pieces because even though I used to do a ton of weddings all the time, I forget about what, for example, I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I stepped foot in your store, so I don't really know what you guys are all about, but that's why you're here today.
Yeah.
So the the firefighters, now you're partnering with them, but they're doing something the night before.
Yeah, so the night before, the Lethbridge Firefighters Association is doing their big calendar fundraiser. So we're sponsoring them and providing them with some tuxedos for that event. So that they have a whole bunch of firefighters that are going to be doing a fashion show themselves. They are
Nice.
wearing tuxedos, and then they do a walk in their fire gear and all of that kind of stuff. Super fun event, great way to raise money.
I've stood kind of outside there waiting to pick up, my wife while she was there with her friends.
It's a little
right?
crazy and loud
It's
in there.
yeah. You kind of look at it, you're like, there's nothing as insane as a bunch of women looking at very well-developed and defined men walk around on stage. It's gentlemen, you don't have to be afraid of this. It's a great warm-up for you for later on that night. Let me tell you,
I will tell all of you ladies that are going to this event, I've never seen people more nervous as the firefighters are to walk those runways.
Oh, really?
They are so adorably cute. They come into my shop, and I've been fitting them the last week for their tuxedos, and they're all like wonderful human beings. who are
adorably
in
cute. Okay, firefighters,
great
you are
condition.
adorably cute.
I said that to their faces. They know.
I think it's just that you get the hands-on experience, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just like it's more about making sure that they look good and the clothing looks good. That's my job is to make sure that the fashion is working on the runway and that they're comfortable enough in what they're wearing to sell themselves as well as the clothing. So,
yeah. That's great. Let's bring it back to the bridal exhibition and fashion show and what you guys at Once Upon a Bride offer. When it comes to, first of all, how long have you been doing this for?
I've been with Once Upon a Bride for 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, people coming in now, it's not just you there. You have your staff.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And so, when somebody's coming in, there must be so many different things to take into consideration when fitting a bride.
There is, yeah, and there's a lot. There's so much information out there, and yet so little at the same time
Yeah.
when it comes to shopping for a wedding gown. Like there's Pinterest, which you can go on and you can look at tons of gowns and
Yeah.
get ideas of what you think you might like. But there's not a lot of like really clear information on what it takes to find and shop for a wedding gown.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in. So we're a full service bridal boutique, meaning that you're going to have a consultant with you at all times to help you through the process. We help you try on the dresses. We give you advice on things.
Because these are not simple things to put on.
No, they're really not.
I mean, my friend who got married in May, I just remember it's not, the bride never goes to the bathroom by herself. It's the bride,
we
the
can
bridesmaid.
teach you how to do that. There are tricks.
Yeah, but it's normally you go in the handicap stall and
Yes.
and it's okay. I really have to go to the bathroom. Dad, can you help me?
Yeah.
And this, whatever. But the information is essential. Like there's a lot of information out there, but I think being able to rely on somebody's 10-year experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we know the gowns, we know the stock, we know what works on different body types and different personalities. Because the dresses all have their own kind of personality as well. So it's almost like you're matching up, a person's personality with the dress to help bring out who that bride is.
Yeah.
We always want the bride to be wearing the dress, not the dress to be wearing the bride.
Gotcha.
Right? You want to see the bride, not look at the dress and then, oh, by the way, there's a face in there.
Yeah.
It's about making her day
That's
special.
quite a bit of a different approach, I think. And I think for those brides to be, for all those wonderful women and gentlemen, of course, it's all the wedding's all about the bride, right? Really, guys, you're just along for the ride. That's a kind of a conservative way of looking at it, right? 'Cause, but I know of some couples who got engaged over the summer. What's the timeline?
Well, it takes about 4 to 6 months to order a gown in after you've selected it.
Oh, so like you're getting married at Christmas time, you're not looking at dresses right now.
If you're getting married at Christmas time, you should probably get in right away because we're going to need to find you something in store that we can make work for you.
Yeah.
Because right now we're already looking into next year before most gowns will be arriving into store.
What's the timeline for brides when they're, say for example, on the 23rd at the NMAX Center from noon till 5, the brides come there. There'll be brides, moms, sisters, bridal parties, whatever.
Guys, you can come too.
Sometimes you see guys there as well. Okay, it's really always a lot of women. In my experience, there's some
We get
couples
a lot of
that
grooms that come
Yeah.
too. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
But
Yeah.
what's the timeline like? Are they, will they come to this and be able to book services for the following year or 2 years or
Yeah, absolutely.
in the new year? What's
Yeah. So I mean, every vendor that's there usually has their, book with them to book appointments or get you scheduled for things, or at the very least give you information so that you can come in and book stuff. We always have our appointment book there, so once you come in and you see the dresses in the fashion show, if there's any that you're interested in, we can book you an
Yeah.
appointment right at the show to come down and see them. All of the dresses that you see in the fashion show do come from our store. So everything you see, you will be able to come down,
All
see
the
it in person,
tuxedos
try
and-
it on, that kind of thing there.
Yeah.
So that's always really lovely. The show runs from 12 to 5. The fashion show's at 3 o'clock. It's roughly an hour long, and there'll be about 100 outfits in it. So lots
Wow.
to see.
Wow, that's more than an outfit in a minute.
Yeah.
There's lots going on.
There's a lot going on backstage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have 9 female models and then the 5 guys.
Wow, that's a
our
lot
models
of,
range in size from 8 to 22, so you get to
So
see a wide
not just
variety.
not just the toothpick models, but
No, not at all. We like
Full-figured.
to show all different shapes, all different sizes, all different skin colors, so that
Yeah.
people can really envision themselves in the dress walking down the runway.
well, that's fantastic. And then of course, you got the 70 vendors there. But what's the kind of the most unusual vendor
I haven't seen the full vendor list for this year. So
in
I'm
past
not-
experience? What's the most unusual thing you've seen there?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's a
maybe
tough
maybe you're going to
question.
have a hypnotist there or something like
maybe
that.
a hypnotist. That would be
Yeah.
a very interesting one for sure.
Yeah, I'm still I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, I think sometimes it's just fun to get out there and just hang out with people too,
yeah,
right?
for sure. And there
Yeah.
are still a few booths left if there's any other businesses that are interested. In
What?
breaking
Okay,
into
so
bridal
let's
store.
throw it out there. What would be an ideal vendor for the Diamonds exhibition.
If you have ever dealt with any sort of a wedding, there's a spot for you there. Even if you haven't, if you just, if you Scentsy or any of those home-based businesses, there's a spot for you there. There's always a way
like
to
the
make
Arbonne,
things like that.
Scentsy.
Yeah, absolutely. Arbonne's usually there.
Passion Party.
Passion parties are usually there. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course
Last year we had the gym in town that does the circus stuff. They did the opening number for us, but they also do like bachelorette parties and things like that. So you can go and like learn how to do silks and crazy stuff like that, right?
Who is that?
Jimfinity.
And
They're based out of U of L.
Oh,
so.
Jimfinity.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm like, who's this Jim guy? I don't know. GYM.
GYM.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's a beer o'clock somewhere. Something.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so this sounds really exciting. I mean, the more that I talk with you about it, and I know Lee needs to know right away. I know that Lee was saying next week the brochures go to press,
Yes.
and so if you're wanting to get involved, you need to connect with you. How do they get in touch with you guys?
You can, if you go to the Diamonds Bridal Show website, you can email Lee off of there. I think it's info@diamondsbridal.ca, I believe. All of the information is on the website.
Yes.
Or you can call Once Upon a Bride, and I can forward you onto there, the phone numbers.
And the Facebook page, I'll put that out there as well.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at that right now. And then, so you're noon to 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And how many people are we expecting?
We usually get thousands through the door.
Yeah. What happened? January's usually the slower one, right?
We used to say that January was the slower show.
Oh,
and
what's
September
going
was
on?
the busiest show, and now they're kind of on par with each other.
So
they both get pretty busy.
So
Yeah.
what do you expect through the door? Like people come in from like the Crow's Nest Pass, Cranbrook, Medicine Hat, all over the place.
Calgary, BC, Saskatchewan, they come in from everywhere. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Lethbridge is a nice central hub for a lot of the smaller communities around that don't necessarily have all of the services.
So you think about 1,500, 2,500?
Yeah, probably, I would say.
Yeah.
It's usually about average of what we get through the door. Yeah.
Wow. A great event, great promotional event then.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's sort of one-stop shopping, and then of course there's all the prizes and everything, and then how do the brides register for it? What do they do?
You can just register at the website. It's super easy. There's just a little...
And you fill out your stuff?
Fill out your information, how many people are coming with you, and again, it's all free. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything like that for it.
And
or
lots of samples.
Or if you forget all of that and you find yourself ready to go on Sunday, come on down. They can register you at the door.
Yeah, and it's open to the public anyway.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So if somebody, even if you're just somebody who's curious about maybe participating in the bridal exhibition in the future, Diamonds Bridal Exhibition, you come by and check it out and
come by and see how we run things. It's a pretty massive show, and we get pretty high tech with things. The fashion
and
show
it's very well laid
on
out.
The jumbotron and everything.
Yeah, it's very well laid out too,
see.
though. Like everything's all dressed up, and while we're on, like the Hurricanes are playing, but we're on the ice surface, but everything's covered over. It's nice and warm in there.
Correct. Yeah. They've done some massive renovations there in the last few years. It used to be they just had like wood that they'd put down, and the poor feet would get real cold standing on there all day. But they've got this wonderful padding that they've put down over the top of the ice now, so you don't have to worry about your toes freezing when you're standing at your booth all day long.
Yeah, and so very comfortable for people coming in. I mean, we have word that it's supposed to be a pretty warm fall and a pretty long fall.
I hope so.
Yeah, after last winter, I mean, mind you, the summer's been fantastic aside from the smoke.
Yeah, for sure.
So you notice if your friend got buried over the summer, the outside pictures, there's a little bit of a haze in the background. That's not a special effect of some kind. It's just the smoke, right?
Yep. Makes for some interesting pictures and cool lighting effects, though.
yeah, definitely. So what else can we share about this? And how's the trend on bridal on the actual gowns? Are they massively expensive? Is it like a real hit to the pocketbook, or is there a real range?
There's a real range. We carry bridal gowns in our store that will range anywhere from about $400 to about $4,000.
Oh wow!
So we try to have like something for every budget. I would say the average price that we're seeing most brides spend in the last year or so is somewhere between $1,800 and $2,200. But again, there's a wide range, and we have payment plans to make life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So
I think the real plan is just to pop on down and check
Yeah,
it out
come
on
see
the
us.
23rd.
Let us help you out.
Yeah, and of course you guys are right around the corner here in the 300 block of 6th Street South. And what's the website for Once Upon a Bride?
You can just search Once Upon a Bride and find it, but it's lethbridgebride.ca.
lethbridgebride.ca. Well, you know what? Thank you very much for coming on
Thanks
the
for having
program
me.
once again. You're looking fantastic today. So you can check it out. It is the Diamonds Bridal Exhibition and Fashion Show. It's taking place on September the 23rd, coming up really quickly. And that's why you're here on the show today. So it's always great to kind of, get the experts in to share with that and to connect. Here's the thing, we're going to have 1,500 people kind of getting together on the 23rd. It's a great opportunity for you to connect and to see more of the businesses associated with the wedding industry in the Lethbridge area, because you know what? We all know somebody who's getting married. We all know somebody who has gotten married. Maybe they're getting married for the third time or first time, whatever. It's just great to connect. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are always stronger as a community than as just a bunch of individuals. And the bridal exhibition is going to be, Diamonds Bridal Exhibition is going to be just another great opportunity for that connection. So I thank you very much once again for coming on the program, and we're going to get back to more of the fun and wonderful stuff here in just a couple of minutes. So by all means, have a great rest of your day, stay inspired, and by all means, have fun on this Friday. Bye for now.